Round Chris Sale. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, Sale's a strikeout pitcher, and the thing about it is he'll throw strikes early, but then start teasing the zones, and that's what the great ones do. You got to make sure you elevate him, get him out over the plate. That's the only way you're going to have a chance.
All right, ready to get underway. Brian Reynolds here. And the home opener is underway. That one at the knees for a strike. That's to third. Throw on to Olsen, and the first out of the game is an easy one. Now at the plate, Jake Mangum. Yeah, that's fouled off. Line drive, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Runner on the go. There's a ball. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Man at second. Runner goes again. Ground ball right side, and foul ball. The 1-2. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Tied him up on a fastball inside. Marcell Ozuna, the next to hit, takes ball one. Runner breaks for third. Swing and a miss. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
That one almost got him.
Well, you've got to establish the inside part of the plate early, and that sends a message not just to this hitter, but to the rest of the lineup as well.
Riley fires to first. That ends the inning. Stepping in, Michael Harris II.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Gonzalez under it. And there's one down. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. He wrote a terrific piece before the season that detailed his love for baseball.
Yeah, he and his friends would play at the beach, in a huge lot behind the hospital, or out on the street. All they needed was a newspaper and some tape, and they were ready for a game.
That one lifted to left. Mangum on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Ozzie Albies now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Swing and a foul out of play. Two down, nobody on. Now a step off the rubber to reset. Ball one low.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Back at Truist Park, Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. Albies slings to first, one out in the second. Here's O'Neal Cruz. Shortened a bunt and missed it. 0-1. Late on that fastball. To the right side. Albies. The throw to first. That's a very athletic play. 2 outs, base is empty. Joey Bart up here. No score here in the second. There's a swing and a miss. Ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. We head to the bottom of the second. Now in for the Braves, Matt Olson. No question about this one. It's out of here. A monster shot to right. Here is Austin Riley. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Keller, a 6'3" righty, 215 pounds, and he was a second-round pick back in 2014. And a base hit right there. And a man aboard.
He was all over that one. Good job getting the foot down so he could catch it out front and pull it. Turned on it nicely for the knock.
Now it's going to be Drake Baldwin. And it finds its way through for a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
A couple of singles back to back. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
He's got it. Well, he gave the bunt a shot there, but not able to execute.
Yeah, I think he rushed it a little bit, and when guys rush, it can be a pop-up or it can be bunted right back at a position player. Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2, get out of this.
That one misses, and that's ball 2. Late with the swing there. Swings and misses, struck him out. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Now it's the shortstop, Ha-Sung Kim. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Here comes Riley. The throw in, not in time. He's safe.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but
brings it in. That is the inning. Back in Atlanta, Truist Park. And now the shortstop, Nick Gonzalez. Hit on the ground to short. Kim. On to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. Jared Triolo, the next Pirate to hit. And first offering is fouled off. Liner picked on the hop at first. Olson takes it to the bag. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the third. Reynolds at the plate now, and that's strike 1. Two down, nobody on. Ground ball, Olson. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Bottom of the inning. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Ronald Acuna Jr. On the ground to third. Nice grab to first. And very nicely done for the out. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Struck out swinging his first time. Strike two. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. 2 down, bases empty. Here is Matt Olson. 1 for 1 so far today with a solo homer in his first at bat. Base hit center field. And that keeps the inning going.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
Riley in the box now. No balls and a strike. Comes up empty.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
In the dirt, but kept close. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. Back here in Atlanta, leading off, Jake Mangum. That one the other way. Gets down, base hit. And they have their first hit since the first inning.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back.
Runner on the go. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. White has a beat on it. And there's one away. One out man at first. Here's Marcell Ozuna. He's 0 for 1. There goes the runner. Ball outside. Throw there. Safe. The lefty, the 1-0. Runner on the go again. Line drive, base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and now they trail by 1.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
O'Hearn stands in now and watches strike 1. Lifted in the air down the left side, and that is foul. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. O'Neal Cruz, the next Pirate to hit. Tying run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss.
He's in a great spot right here. Ahead in the count 0-2. All 4 pitches in play right here, partner. The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Bottom of the 4th. So here's the Braves designated hitter, Drake Baldwin. Sliced hard but foul. And there's one down. Eli White digs in now. 0 for 1 so far.
These hitters have come out ready to swing the bats early in the count and swing it often. If you want to score some runs, have an offensive explosion, that can be a route to doing it.
Fights it off. You'll see another. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Sean Murphy. He was a strikeout victim his first time. He swings and fouls one off. Here's the 0-1. On the ground to the left. 3rd out. We go to the top of the 5th. Here's the Pirates catcher now, Joey Bart. Chris Sale back to work. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Albies over to first in time. 1 pitch and 1 out. Nick Gonzalez now at the plate. Line drive. And that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. The relay throw. The tag, and he's out trying for 3. Jared Triolo, the next Pirate to hit. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. And that's a base hit. And Brian Reynolds with a chance to make an impact with 2 away.
Everything came together for him. That was maybe.
B-Ray coming to the plate now. Runner takes off. Pitching for a strike. No throw. Safe at second. And that one ripped into right. Reaching down, makes the catch. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now in for the Braves, Ha-Sung Kim. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Kim measures 5 feet 10 inches, 30 years old now, and he's a native of South Korea.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Got him swinging. Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Michael Harris II getting ready to hit. Hammered down the right side, but foul. The 0-1. On the ground, right side. Fires over to first. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs. Acuna at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one. Comes up empty.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
Swing and a ground ball onto O'Hearn. Inning over. Back at Truist Park, here's the left fielder, Jake Mangum. Ripped into right center. Should be extra bases. And it gets by him. Around first, heading for 2. And he'll pull into second safely.
Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now it's Brandon Lau. Tap foul at the plate. The Buccos with the tying run at second. And we're the top half of the 6th. Right through there for a strike.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. He's trying for third. Swing and a miss. Throw bounces, and he's in there safely with the stolen base. And the tying run is now only 90 feet away. And fouled off.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield. 0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back.
Oh, now this one gets away at the plate. They put the tag on him, throw to first, and it goes out of play.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
O'Hearn now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Fouled off left side. 0-2 now. Popped up to the left into foul ground. And he makes the catch. And that'll do it. Back in Atlanta Truist Park. So now to the play. For Atlanta, Ozzie Albies.
Now pitching for Pittsburgh, number 46, Mason Montgomery.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Towards first, and that one finds its way through. And they have their first hit since the third inning. Here's Matt Olson down. He's already homered in this game. Swing, and he breaks his bat. On to O'Hearn. One pitch and one out. Here's Austin Riley. 1 for 2. Inside move to second. Safe at second, and he gets back in. Montgomery. He's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts in a tough spot like this. That is a big time benefit. Slings to first in time. They put the tag on him, and that's a double play. We go to the top of the 7th. Here's the center fielder, O'Neal Cruz. And that is out of play. Gets him to chase after that one.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3. Out to short, Kim. Tosses to first, and 2 away to start the 7th. Up next for the Pirates, Nick Gonzalez. On the ground, and it's through for a hit, and the tying run is on base.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do.
Runner on the move, right side, into the outfield, base hit. And a double puts runners at second and third with 2 out.
Back-to-back base hits. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They've had eyes on it, man. Sometimes.
The new pitcher in the game, Robert Suarez.
All they need from him right here is 1 out, but that's easier said than done for sure. Lots of pressure with 2 runners in scoring position. He does have the 1 open base to work with if needed.
Oh, look at the stop. Fires to first, and they get the out. Well, 1-run game, digging in, Drake Baldwin. Mangum on his way in. But it's the shortstop that gets there. One away. And next for Atlanta, Eli White. Right through there for a strike. Got him. And now 2 gone. 2 down, base is empty. So here's Murphy now. Ground ball left side. On to O'Hearn. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Braves. Back here in Atlanta, we go to the 8th. Jake Mangum digs in now. This one in the air center field. And there's 1 down. Lau at the plate. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Looking to get the tying run on base. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back in.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Went back to the fast. And it was effective. Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. And ball 1. The Braves trying to hold a 1-run lead, and we're at the top of the 8th. Ripped on a line to center. And that is that. On to the bottom of the 8th. Now in for the Braves, Ha-Sung Kim. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Slice to right. And a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy. Didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep. Took the barrel right to it and then extended.
O'Hearn. Off balance feed. There's 1 to first. Double play. Nicely done. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Yohan Ramirez on to pitch out of the pen here.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game. No, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. He talked about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Swing from Acuna. Big drive. Deep left field. That one carrying. Gone. Big dog's gotta eat. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. To the right side. Lau sends it to first. And that's back at Truist Park. We go to the 9th. This one in the air center field. Harris moving under it. And there's 1 down.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Cruz batting with 1 down. Takes the strike.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And the 0-2. Outside with a breaking ball. Swings through it for the K. And the Pirates with only 1 out left. The Braves trying to close out a 2-run lead here at the top of the 9th. Line drive, base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Up next, Pirates. Gonzalez. Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Pirates, Spencer Horwitz.
And he would be the tying run, Boog, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
That's off the mark. Ball one. That one fouled off. And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. This could end it. Battling here as he fouls it away. Tying run at the plate. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. The third baseman, Jared Triolo. Fought off foul. Inside, just missed. And that one fouled off.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
And the next pitch is way outside. Out to short. On to first. Ball game.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win, Boog. They turned to him when they didn't have the lead. He kept things steady, and he's rewarded with the W.
And your final 3-1 for Chris.